DJs and Entertainment is here with Mr. Shawn Copeland, the entertainer, entrepreneur, Kansas City. I'm glad to have you, man. Tell us, how did you get started and when did you get started?
Well, you gotta rewind the clock. First, Southwest High School,
Indians, I'm with you, 87.
84, 85. I started at Lincoln Prep,
I got you.
1980 when it became Academy. Got a 3.79. Let's move forward. I went
good.
to Central, made Coach Bush's team, didn't make the grade.
Yeah.
I went on to Southwest and graduated with honors.
Beautiful.
At the same time, during that 80 to 84 span, I attended a lot of events held by Captain Von Zell, Dr. Feelgood, Marcus Smith, D. Mustafa,
Nice of the turn.
and the legendary Robert Harris, rest in peace. And the Copeland Den was right over here. We strolled from 27th Street down here and party in the projects. At the same time, my first event I ever gave was at the VFW Hall on 31st Street over by Channel 19. Sold out. My next event was in the Grand Ballroom of the Adams Park Hotel.
What year was that?
1986, 80, end of 85, 86. I also used to give young adult buck parties every Friday and Saturday at the Hart Bowling Alley on 40 Highway for numerous years in the mid to late 80s. I also went up the street to the Auto Auction Hall with the legendary Kevin Mosley, AKA K-Rock, rest in peace. That was my first DJ I ever hired, other than LS Flash. So moving forward, we gave parties all over the city. Player Ball, here, there, Adams Mark, all the grand ballrooms in the city. Back in those days, it was one and done. They didn't want a crowd no more. I took a hiatus somewhere in the early 90s and came back in 2009 after a hiatus and a vacation.
Gotcha.
At the same time, I founded Grown Folks Entertainment. I built Grown Folks Entertainment from the ground up, from the Smuggler's Inn to an after hours. If you know me, you know what I'm talking about. And what I mean by after hours, anything going on when the street lights come on is after hours. That's what my grandma told me.
That is right.
At the same time, the Smuggler's Inn disbanded, and me and DJ Fresh formed Grown Folk New Era and Grown Folk Entertainment, which is my company. We give events all over the city, have been doing it at various venues, no matter the ownership or the color. We also give events throughout the city with the Old School Cookout Committee, but the main thing that I really got back into doing was what I named my brand, Grown Folk Entertainment.
How did that come about, Grown Folks Entertainment? Just the name, or is there meaning behind that?
Now that's a great question. I spoke on the Smuggler's Inn.
Yes.
I was in internship when I came home from vacation
Gotcha.
with DJ Fresh. There were over 400 or 500 people that I grew with in the inner city that were traveling north, and they wasn't going to the casino.
Right.
And it was Two-Step Thursday, and I was in there in the winter. It was winter time, and I was in the booth with Fresh, and the floor was jam-packed, and they were stepping.
Right.
And I looked at Fresh, and I said, "That's grown folk entertainment." And there you have it.
That's what happened.
You know.
Beautiful, beautiful. So Grown Folks Entertainment started, what, 2000 or?
2000 and about 9.
Okay. So
About 9.
2009.
You know, one of the first events I had under Grown Folk Entertainment was downtown in the Peachtree Restaurant
Yes.
on top of Friends, myself and DJ Fresh.
Right.
I built that brand at Club Mingles. I thank St. Louis Charlie.
Yep.
I thank Mr. Shelby, Benny Shelby, and Mr. Calvin Shelby. I also thank both of the offsprings, Sean Crane and Andrea Shelby.
Once again, we're here with Mr. Shawn Copeland, entertainment entrepreneur, just event, just everything. Anything that goes down the city is him. Grown folks, what we doing? We branding.
Still sporting Dickies,
Oh,
man.
oh,
Don't let
boy.
that fool
Keeping it
y'all.
old school.
Still sporting Dickies,
That
man.
is for sure.
Dickies and Jordans.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
We get
Next
a full
question.
body. Let's get a full body. We got the
still
Jordan.
sporting Dickies.
And we
Dickies
got-
and Jordans. I said Dickies.
we getting it all.
Pants too.
We
Wherever
getting it
it's
all.
on there somewhere.
We got you.
Dickies and Jordans.
I
man.
got you. Keeping it old school for sure.
Yeah.
Along with that, you talked about grown folks entertainment. I want to find out, man. What are you doing? What's some of the events that you're going? Because as a matter of fact, we had an event today. Very diverse event. It's great. Cigars and sundress.
Cigars and Sundresses is a promoter, entrepreneur friend of mine. Shout out to Terrence Black Tie Owens. Great event. A little warm, but we here.
This summer.
So, you know, a couple of my signature events, I'll give you a little of my portfolio. Every January, I will blow my own horn. I'll get the biggest event party without an artist in the city. Blue Jeans and Blazers. February, the Big Fish Bash. March, Dons and Divas. April, 70 Soul Train. May, Memorial Day Mix-Up. June, Rest. July, the Conception.
Oh boy.
The
Lace
summer
and linen.
event. Lace and Linen.
Gotcha.
July 3rd. After the Yo Money Bag concert downtown for the grown folks.
Gotcha.
DJ Dink is gonna spin you up, down, and most definitely
Round and round.
all the way around. The next event coming up somewhere in the summer after Lace and Linens will be the Pink Party. It'll be a collabo with myself and Big Vic,
Okay.
Club Virtue.
Gotcha.
Other than that, after October, I lay off to the end of the year, and I kick it back off January. All of my events are annual events. If I have an event, if you see an event that says Grown Folks Entertainment, I just look like this. I clean up very well.
Indeed.
But at the same time, I was chosen as an entertainer for Kansas City, Missouri. First of all, I represent MoCan land. That's Missouri and Kansas, both sides. Both sides. I represent both sides. If you ever come to Kansas City and you see this logo,
Right. We're gonna get that.
you see that logo right there. It's small. It's on the pocket pass.
Gotcha. We're gonna blow it up on the thing. We'll put a digital on it.
For the grown, the mature, and most definitely the sexy.
Right.
But other than that, 18th and Vine, it's a building on the corner up here.
Right. We'll go up there.
It's one of the first buildings. It's called the Lincoln Building.
Yes.
It
Right.
was the only place that African Americans could even party at.
Right.
You know how I know? Because my grandma told me so.
History right
She
here.
came here from Oklahoma in 1941. Argentine Rosedale, we
Right.
migrated to Missouri. She bought a house off 27th Street, off Benton Boulevard up there in 1951. Me and my brother owned it.
Wow.
I own the whole block up the street on 31st and Benton.
Right.
He asked me about some bike giveaways.
Right.
The Islamic brothers leased from me. They gave away over 300 bikes at Leon Jordan Park.
Beautiful.
One bike used to be given away by Leon Jordan at Bernard Powell Park.
Wow.
And the brotherhoods took it upon themselves, used my land and my property, and we made it happen
Wow.
yesterday. So
Man, that's
other than that, man, the sundresses and cigars on the corner.
Okay, let's
It's
get to it.
Juneteenth next week,
That's
right down here.
Wow.
Kay Peterson, you need to interview her.
Okay, we on it.
So-
Well, DJs and Entertainment wants to thank Mr. Shawn Copeland for your time and your contribution to entertainment here in Kansas City, Missouri. You have been officially documented. Appreciate it.
Peace, love, and soul.
And he's out.
There you go, man.